in the year 2000. But in between my training, I literally sneaked to Addis Ababa Fistula Hospital, the famous Hamlins Fistula Hospital, where I trained as a fistula surgeon. And then I went ahead and went to WHO Geneva for a few months to do more work in maternal health and write my first paper on obstetric fistula. Then after my master's in 2004 in Nairobi University, I decided to come home. I came and started fistula work because by then there was no doctor who was doing fistula surgery. At that time, then I was thinking, what else can I do to give these women continuous care? That means daily surgeries, because at Moi I was only to operate once a week and the beds were limited. That's when I started Gynocare Women's and Fistula Hospital way back in 2011. Apart from the treatment, which is very difficult sometimes, very complicated operation, I decided to give these women a life after that, beyond fistula. So that's the integration. So we started to take these girls to school, the young ones. We started to give some vocational training like basket making, some vocational trainings like mat making, things that women can do even if they never went to school. And this is how we are managed to handle thousands and thousands of women who have had surgery, whom I can count more than 5,000 to 6,000 now, and a good hundreds and hundreds who are now on a rehabilitation program. And some of them are actually our members of staff in our hospital. We are about 7 girls who are working in the hospital as members of staff during the month of April and May. Despite the fact that we are doing daily procedures, we at this particular time we tend to put more emphasis on sensitizing the community, telling the people that this issue of fistula is manageable, because most people feel that it's not treatable, because most of the patients who come here feel they stayed for 20 years or some 20, 50 years leaking urine because they didn't think that this condition is manageable. And since they were very poor, they didn't have the access to information. And then around the 23rd May, we do cleaning around the community during that day as part of the sensitization or mobilization. And then after that, we do surgery. So we increase the number of surgeries during this period of April and May. And then we do really prevention messages, because prevention is like if mama goes to the clinic, she attends a clinic where antenatal clinic, she goes to the hospital in time during labor, she cannot be assisted through a cesarean section, and she actually escapes getting a fistula. Gynocare has trained more than 50 doctors for the last, since 2011. We have been training doctors on fistula care. But out of those 50, maybe the ones who are practicing, who are passed through the hands of Gynocare, could be maybe 3 out of 50. We have also been training international doctors from Zimbabwe, Somali, who have just left a few days ago, Zimbabwe, Zambia. We are also expecting some doctors from Nigeria and Southern Sudan, and of course doctors from Europe and the US. So I think the message I can give doctors is that fistula is manageable up to a rate of 85% success, and with training over and over and over again, a doctor can become an expert in fistula care. When you look at the fistula patient and the kind of damage they get, some of the young girls of 18, 20 years old actually get permanent disability. That means they lose their uterus, their womb, they lose their reproductive system, so they cannot have even a relationship, they cannot have another baby. They are actually what we call near miss death. They just missed death by a whisker. And if the government was put in place systems, what we call practical systems around maternity, safe maternity, evacuating these girls to the hospital in time, even simply allocating enough funds for even from national insurance cover for these women. Some of them do not have ID. So if the national insurance, for example, were to give a hand and support these women and give even reasonable reasonable amount to fistula surgery, which is a very difficult operation. Some surgeries take more than 6-7 hours, but you might find that fistula surgery may be allocated 80,000 for a patient who is going to spend 8 hours in theater. She's going to spend 2 months or 3 months in the hospital, and you are going to get a reimbursement of just 70K for the entire procedure, which means actually when fistula has been ignored even by the healthcare people. It's not even bad. It was even mentioned just 2-3 years ago as part of a package for reimbursement.
So I've been having a problem initially, and I didn't know that the problem was. So after 2 years, I decided.
Atochin chitab kolenjin en ketesiet noton neichome nebo Kass Tv kakituiyo kora en betutab raini en tetutiet noton nebo kokwetab bolotet neitun atkan kora kong'etege sait 2 akoi sait 3 en kila wiki betut noton nebo kasitab somok. Ibwat ile kokimiten wikit noton komiten ng'alalet kotinygei ak bandab tai en kwenutab governors nekokiyai en Mombasa kotinygei ak ng'alekab devolution anan katiaktaetab chepkondok koba komoswek choton chebo counties ole kobit ng'alalet kotinygei ak boisiet nebo chepkondok. Kokimuch kora kelewen nebo ng'echeret en kibagengeit noton nebo Council of Governors Anne Waiguru ole koimuch kokochi Donatet Martin Wambora ako en betutab raini kit nekelchin studio kemiten ak Isaac Ruto inei nebo ng'echeret en Council of Governors netai ako naat kot missing inendet ko chi nekimuch komongei ak kobeljigei anan koborchigei kityakta chepkondok koba counties ole ot en chamait nekimuch kotoi nebo CCM komwa kole beljingei noton kityakta chepkondok so koba counties asikomuch kotoret meng'ik en oleo. Kainenyu ko Shadrack Mutai atochin sikatatuan kibagenge koiwang'un koite sait 3. Mheshimiwa, karibu sana studio.
Kongoi missing Shadrack, kongoi missing amache akatak tugul kastoikab kolenjin amang'u ale oboiboen ele omi. Abaibai kora ami studio ak ane ak amache kora awekyi kongoi biikab Bomet en support nekikonon en kasarta nekimiten en campaign ak amache kora sasom nyoetab kat amun tomo kokeron kong'ete kasarato. Ki kasarato konaman ting'oek chekikoromen chekekuren influenza flu chekiitan sipitali mara 2 ak keleon matatemande ibur kotai kobek arawet age kokoamuny akere korosop komie ako makomakchinongei takitari ko achobot ngunon atestai ak kasit ak awe olimbo gaa kikatkei ak biik awekyi kongoi en kasit nekikiamde tugul ak amache alei kora chama cha mashinani keteleldosi kesukumi kayanet nekiyoni kele nyolu koba rasilimali koba tuguk akoi ele mi raia yoche kewon bananda kora en emet ako ki tayari keboisien kora ak serikalit nebo UDA kou yekikichut Kenya Kwanza komi chama cha mashinani akot MP nenyon komiten ak Kenya Kwanza ako kimoche kora kesukum kehakikishan kele koityi raia rabinik chekeboisien en boisionik tugul ak counties kobois kora kongen kole miten ugatuzi kit neu national government ko abaibai amun kono akose kong'alale the president William Ruto kokomwa kole hakikishoni kole katestai panganutik chebo devolution koba functions ak rabinik cheking'ete kot national government koba koker yu miten raia kemoche kora kelenjin raia koik tayari ak koik watchful. Kit nekimache zaidi ko public participation en tuguk tugul che county. Asikoityi devolution ko mabo rabinik inegen. Devolution kobo rabinik ak power ak sharing of that power. Kimache ke sharen power raya ak yon indoi. Nisomanen article 10 ne chemwoe ngalekab principles chebo governance. Ko agenge ne korom ko devolution okosike ngalolen in legislation and the obedience to the law. Kondo devolution ak sharing of power. Ko kiyonito nekibo maana nekimache kora kitaketesta kihimizane ak kemache ketesta kokuyo biik. Kakuyet kobo maana. Ako kiamwa komie Kass FM ole kimnatet naet. Ngonai biik agenda nenyo ko chama cha mashinani. Ngonai biik. Ko yon kanai biik ko kimnatet nonito. That is why kiyonjindos ya Kass FM. Kimnatet naet. Yon mengen ko mami kit nebo amu mengen itebe ne. Ko kakiweke kasarwechu kita. Otherwise ko kongoi mising abaibai ak amache alenji kora bororiet ak choronokchuk tugul koboto biik chekisoiwon awekchini kongoi ak amache ale mi komie nguni kou yokere tayari kerwai kasit.
Kongoi amun kirimuch isop ako en nguni kirimuch imong hospitali. Kemwa ngalekab President William Ruto ko ngolole man nekingiyosechin kokemwa kole wendi kobeljingei kityakta chepkondok koba county so kikotestai kora President kingo Deputy President ko chiaren tuyosiek choton chebo IBEC ngalekab chepkondok. En kerengung ikere kotindoi maket William Ruto kityakta chepkondok ngekerchin ak serikalit nekimi en tai nekibo tai.
Komwa komie kou noto. Ako kingakomwa kora ngalekab bottom up approach. Bottom up approach to economic development. Ko agenge en tuguk chekikayai tuguk chama cha mashinani kiyan kele kakoyamgei keboisien tugul. Amun kasarta age ko kikakile letomo kekas. Tun kekase en 2019 ko kakomwa akomwa kabisa kokoboto kodemonstraten ngalek chemwoe kole nomegei ak chito nemi gaa. Kiyonjine kele that is the right route. Okomwa kora amut keyobishoni komwa ngalechu. Therefore ayani ale wendi kotesetai kou noto. Ako inendet ko kimiten kora kenyisiek chukoche tugul 10. Ko komi ko chairman nebo IBEC, Intergovernmental Budget and Economic Council. Ko kokere tuguchuto tugul. Yeah. So therefore ayani ale wendi ko foul in devolution en kandoinatet.
Ko imuch kolewen Council of Governors Anne Waiguru ako komwa akine kole awendi abeljinigei kityakta chepkondok anan mising ko kityakta en time neyamat. Ne kit nemuch imwoe Anne Waiguru based on inye ko kit netai ityem kabisa isukuman chepkondok chu kityakta ko kibit challenges. Ne kit nemuch imwoe Anne Waiguru nekoib kandoinatet noton nebo chair nebo Council of Governors.
Amache alenji pongezi Anne Waiguru ak alenji kikamwa chi kole ngwanduni ko musunguko. Kinginome kwa chairman nebo Council of Governors ko ki minister nebo devolution. Ako kiyesio kabisa ngalek inendet nekikibargei tuan kichunda chepkondok chekikiweza kichunda kasarat. Kimakuyoni ngalechuto tugul koboto biik alak chemamache.
Kimakong'et rabinik komiten.
Kimakong'et rabinik ak kong'et mamlaka ako igin governors counties kikuren en Kiingereza exalted county councils. Kikimoe kityo ko cheoisiek ak rabinik chetuten. Kinonome ko rabinik chekikokonech kenyit netai keite ko en Bomet ko kiatinye 178 million. Kimot ketinye 1 billion. Kikitinye 178 million. Chikakonech in 2013-2014. The following year, kimakomi structures ako kimi structures cheki existen chebo county council. Lakini kimakoyome choto ko deliveren en maketab devolution. That's why kikitinye challenge kokuyo county councils kole akot kiboitinik chebo county councils kokuyo konai kole kokowalak serikali ele keboisioito. Kimache icheket kebois ko county council. Yeah, ko kiyetu kot boriet en yoto kiboitinik chekibo kasarato. Lakini ko amache ale Waiguru pongezi ako endelea sasa. Aleini ko referen tu ngalechu kiking'olole tugul korok. Akoteb chu kinyolu kowol. Koteb korok kole ngobwa chu kikakiteb yu kinye. Asian kotes alak. Ako sikibwotyin alak chetomo koit. Chang nea chetomo kobwa. Kwa mfano agenge en boriosiek chemi ko kepangan ugatuzi akoi kokwet. Function number 14. Ako tomo keallocate rabinik koba function number 14. Function number 14 ko developing administrative capacity akoi kokwet. Kimache keng'alalen en kokwet kele ne nekimache en kasari. Akomwa kokwet ine kole une. That's why konoe campaign ko ng'alalen koba tuguk akoi kokwet. Kinam kiba keng'alalen polling centers.
Kokon biik chemi
Ko ng'alechon chekikinde katiba yukinye kikinde function number 14. O kikimentionen villages ak locations ak sub locations. Ko nyolu kotuiyo kwa devolution ko tiech yonito. Akany ko tiech yonito ak resources makotiech buch ak ng'alek. Kimache ko tiech yoto ak resources chebo emet. Ko ng'alek kamwaini Waiguru aleini mi yo ng'alek chenyolu itesta ako kararan kora amun mi serikalit nguni nekose ng'alechu. Ko ngunon amun kose serikalit ng'alechu ko Waiguru kometinye kasit neu. Oarorun kityo polepole ak koker ele choptogei ng'alechu. Komukokse. Akany governors kelenjini kokuyo konai kole devolution ko kimole mamlaka kobunji governor. Kile mamlaka kwa raia in counties. Therefore, komakimache kora keboisien mamlaka nito keonate kiboitinik.
Noton ngomatebenen governors chechang chekobo en boisiet akot komuch kokon statement kiboitinik chemiten en kibagenge nekurengei kibagengeit neboisiechin ak kiboitinik cheboisiechin counties komwoe kole komi orogenjin boisienywan amun kole kikuren ghost workers ala kimache keyai ng'alekab head count komwoe kole amache kobor governors chu kole tindoo kamuget newon kamach koon bichu en boisiet. Ne kit nemuch imwoe governors missing chekelachen chekabwa koteken boisioni akomach kobor kimnotet.
Ma necessary kewage kiboitinik. Ma necessary mami kit nebo keyai boriet. Kit nebo maana ko kekur kiboitinik akelenji kiru karibu sana karaitu onetan any ele koyoitoi kasit ele une delivery kikuren nong'o department neng'ung iyoe kasit komie otestai en kasit kounonito atinye akane policies chomoche akono okimite yon kwaoitu. Amun mi kit nekoyoe bichu for 5 years mi tuguk chekiakoyai en kenyisiek alak 5 mi ot alak chekimi county councils ko kimi tuguk chekiyoe kora tesetai kasini ako policies chekinyon kisubi ko chekotinye kora serikalit nekomondo amun policy kobo raia ako mi kit nekekuren CIDP ko CIDP kosire kiboitinikab county kokamwa raia. So therefore chichi mwoe ko noto kora nekenyorte nito kora nekobire kura. Ko amun nito nekobire kura ko tuguchu kiyomwoe CIDP nikinye ko mara komoche kityo kowal tuten lakini by and large ko issue ko nonito kora tesetai ng'alek. Kwa hivyo ma necessary kiboitinik chebwone governor kawaida ko karibu lo. Chief of staff, economic advisor, legal advisor, miten nebo kamwa economic affairs ak PA ak ng'oen ko biik chebendi office. Ngoite to gavana kobendi tugul. Kobendi tugul. Lakini chukoyoe kasit CECs korok kotokomi kot kobek arawani. Kot kobek kot koit kwenet en arawani mokichokyin CECs komanda. Kimoche kosir report komie ak kohanden over kityo kobendi. Lakini ngot komoso kotokomi kasit kikoit lakini malazima. Imuche komanda chon ak gavana. Mongen ele kiyopchu kikile bendi CEOs akichek. Amun CEOs ko chito nekokonetkei kasit kenyisiek. Chemonyolu any ketiny nebo kokoi ko kong'eten director ak keba ng'weny. Director ko a professional nemomoken kiy kole ng'o gavana nekoi.
Kisire public service board.
Kisire public service board. Ngot ko director ko an expert en livestock ko life to ko gure ke ne agavana ni go agavana ni nyone alera ne teta ore ni go
teta ni go nya teta ni
artet ko ni go ko ke ni to ko chugo ko ka si nyingo go ri mai ku tigendwa ko ri bi coccidiosis eni kuku agori agwagi jango le kararan kichonjo ni tuka kawaida maneno kama hiyo agwagi jango le boy jidibite kurengene angon ngo gile lakini yankibir kura ako mara ngita kole chorwenyin birchine wo shadra ana birchine won age that is not a problem amu menye bichoto yon to kumwa o mwa bik tugul en Kenya kolo mache nekile o mache ni ko mache o ko mwa bikab Kenya ko non ta ngora ko kugine masikiya kila magine masikiya kikinam ke kongeten 1963 kila kebire kura o kibirchini chemaname ak kebirchini chename ako ngogo batoito non ko makiwonotege iba mawonotege national Kalyana sige mache ke wanata ke in counties. Let us onge stability in the workforce in counties. Stability no nito ko building capacity kino ure ni nae. Iki mite nae ne ba ile ba isho ito. Kinga kina men 2013 ko kikibe program ne kikinet kiboitini kenyisiek ko ngaki. Ako kikinet tege ko program ne kibo transition authority. Ang national government kikimut kiboitinik kobwa KIA kikimut konetik koba konet en gaa kikikur USAID kotoretech en capacity building kikuyo ng'olyondoni kikuren devolution kimako rahisi kiakenaita ng'alek chemwoe DC ak kele katar DC
chebwone ko orders momi public participation kenet biik kelenji ng'alechu kemoche ko public participation omoktoki ano raia maon nenyun ane gavana kora ko malazima ko nebo unije nengwo ko kit ne gavana kityo ko collecteni information ako synthesize ako chop kotor konamge ak programs chemoche koyochi biik so kwa hivyo agenge en biik chekimoche kikimit ko kiboitinik makosa nekibitu ko nomwochi Anne Waguru ko kiamwochi kiakuron awang'ololchi governors chukomanda tomo kokuron chukoitu ko kikabamwochi ale kit ne korom kabisa ko tomo tar ng'alekab kiboitinik kimoche kokerkeit kiboitinik chebo county ak kiboitinik chebo national government amune singoit serikalit age tugul ko mwalimu ko nikonye koi minister age nekebore kaina age tugul ko principal ko tugul nikonye DO ko tugul nikonye neo nebo education en province ko chukoche kora police ko chukoche konam William koik president iba tum kotim police iba tum konat ako neo nebo civil service ko takomi nikobo Kenyatta kinganam maramu ko testai GK Karidi ko kitestai GK Karidi kotatun kokochi after another 1 year anan ne kikochi nekikuren Jeremiah Kierei ako nekimi civil service kora Jeremiah Kierei. Now what are we talking about? Kinganam kora in kikokela mabit mfurugano kidogo en kasartab Kibaki kokanam Kibaki lakini kikokikuye en Kibaki netaa serikalinyin netaa ko kimnyana ko chekinyo kobo unis en yu ko kikon Murungaru akot Martha Karua akot Amos Kimunya akonyokoonat biik akobutan akot cheechen chebo our permanent secretary chechang ko kikiritare mapema kotom konyi kenyisiek ak inyokelianen yon keonat ot cheechen chebo police kiba kotini kwane tatun kewekyi angen ot cheechen chebo police en olinyon chekikisto buch amun kibo kalenjin ko makimoche tuguk cheu chon kimoche Kenya newendi komie akenai kele chito nekakinyorta kasit ko kisomonchi kerichek ko takitari kotebi ko takitari kotatun komanda at age 60 kiboitinik ko ter ak echek wanasiasa echek wanasiasa any ko ngetar kemana kotungelewenasome
ng'echerok
kole 5 years
kele kibendi 5 years kingen ngesome ng'echeret kele isich anan komesich. That is it. So there is no problem.
Ani mheshimiwa tos kirochutyi boisietab public service amun kotochutu gavana kiboitinik cheter ko kemach keonchi kochanot ke victimisen tos kirochutyi boisiet nebo public service ko governors that's why mako independent mako lenen kokesirchi kasi ko makitwoe for mami ot job security chechwaket nge chito kole komondoi gavana ne komuch akane nyokomanda nenyone
makosa nemi ko konget public service board nemongen ale kiyobo kora ngalechoto kokochi biik contracts kora tugul kikikochini kinye contract biik amu kimakomyala ako kimakomwos kitomot keseten public service board lakini makosa nerube kobo senate tomo kobit icha sheria senate ne kimite kiboitinik chekakesir en counties kobunji public service en republic nebo Kenya ne kiboitiot nemiten Elgeyo Marakwet komuche kwa transfer kiboitiot nebo Elgeyo Marakwet akoi Makueni akotesta ak chewit nekutindo ak naet netinye kimoche komi synchrony en national public service ak county public service ko tugul ko in the public service of the Republic of Kenya nemiten 2 levels of governance so kingoliondonon miten okot miten in county governments act nemwoe kole in ana constitution nemwoe kole public service commission konyolu ko declaren county service as a public service in the Republic of Kenya kiyonito netomo koyai senate